10 creepy facts to unsettle your imagination. Number 1. The human body can remain conscious after decapitation. For several seconds after decapitation, the human brain remains conscious. In historical accounts, such as during the French Revolution, witnesses claimed that severed heads blinked, moved their eyes, or expressed terror. Modern science backs this up. Oxygen in the brain doesn't vanish instantly. For up to 10 seconds, the brain may remain aware, registering pain or fear. In a grisly 1905 experiment, a doctor shouted a prisoner's name post-decapitation. The eyes opened and focused for several seconds before going still. This horrifying limbo between life and death blurs the line between consciousness and clinical death, making executions and violent trauma even more disturbing. You don't die instantly. Your mind may witness your own demise. Number 2. There are more dead people than living people. There are an estimated 8 billion people alive today, but more than 100 billion people have died throughout human history. That means the dead outnumber the living. Graveyards, battlefields, and forgotten burial sites fill the earth. In many cities, you could be walking above countless unmarked graves or ancient tombs. Underground, in places like Paris's catacombs, millions of bones are stacked in silent tunnels. In some older cities, foundations of buildings rest atop layers of the deceased. Every handful of soil may hold the remains of forgotten lives. The planet isn't just inhabited by the living, it's shared with the lingering presence of billions of the dead, whose stories and spirits may not all be at rest. Number 3. The smell of death can cling to you. The human nose is highly sensitive to the scent of decomposition. Once you smell a rotting body, you never forget it. Medical examiners and forensic professionals report that even after leaving a morgue or crime scene, the stench clings to their clothes, hair, and skin. Worse, your mind can replay the odor, phantom smells that return randomly. There are over 400 different chemicals released during decomposition, and some are so potent that they can seep into porous materials like fabric and wood. People have even reported smelling death in a place long after the body was removed. That lingering scent isn't just physical, it's psychological too. The scent of death stays with you, even if the source is long gone. Number 4. Your reflection could move without you. A condition called Capgras delusion causes people to believe that loved ones or even their own reflection have been replaced by imposters. But there's an even creepier twist. Some people have experienced autoscopic hallucinations, where they see their reflection move independently. This eerie phenomenon can occur during sleep paralysis, severe illness, or neurological episodes. People describe their mirror image smiling when they aren't, blinking out of sync, or turning its head while they remain still. Some ancient cultures feared mirrors as portals or traps for the soul. In folklore, mirrors had to be covered after death to prevent the soul from being stolen. So the next time you see your reflection act a little off, it might not just be your imagination. Number 5. You could be buried alive and never know it. Before modern medicine, people were sometimes mistakenly declared dead buried while still alive. This fear was so widespread that the safety coffin was invented in the 18th and 19th centuries, complete with bells, flags, or breathing tubes. Even today, rare cases occur. In 2014, a woman in Mississippi woke up inside a body bag at a funeral home. In Brazil, a man dug his way out of his own grave after being mistakenly buried. The condition known as catalepsy can mimic death, with slowed breathing and heartbeat. Imagine waking in utter darkness, with the weight of soil pressing down and no way out. Some historians estimate Thousands may have been buried alive before diagnostic technology advanced. A terrifying fate, hidden in plain sight. Number 6. Corpses can move after death. Death doesn't always mean stillness. In the hours or days after death, a corpse can twitch, sit up, or even raise an arm due to post-mortem muscle contractions. As the body breaks down, gases build up and tissues shrink or shift. In one study, researchers in Australia found that corpses can move significantly for more than a year. Time-lapse footage showed arms changing position, legs shifting, and even full body rotations. Morticians and forensic workers occasionally report bodies suddenly jerking or breathing as gas escapes. These movements aren't signs of life, but they mimic it eerily. That final stillness you expect might not be so final. The dead sometimes move long after their last breath. Number 7. Parasites can control your mind. The parasite Toxoplasma gondii infects about 1/3 of the human population. It's most commonly spread by cats and can live quietly in your brain. But in rodents it does something horrifying. It rewires the brain to make mice attracted to the smell of cat urine, making them easy prey. In humans it's been linked to increased risk-taking, schizophrenia, and slower reaction times. Some researchers believe it subtly influences human behavior, leading to more reckless decisions, personality changes, or even mental illness. You may never know it's there. It's a parasite that thrives in your brain, nudging you toward actions that benefit its spread. It's like a puppet master with invisible strings, turning you into something you never intended to be. Number 8. Some people die without being found for years. In cities across the world, people sometimes die alone and remain undiscovered for weeks, months, even years. Neighbors might assume they've moved away. Bills keep getting paid through automatic transfers. Mail piles up. Eventually, the smell or decay alerts someone. But by then, it's too late. In Japan, this phenomenon is known as kodokushi, or lonely death, and it's increasingly common among the elderly. In one haunting case, a woman in Los Angeles was found in her apartment 2 years after she died, with the TV still on and her body mummified in the dry air. How many people live and die without anyone noticing? It's a chilling reminder that even in crowded cities, people can completely vanish from notice. Number 9. Your brain can make you see people who aren't there. The brain is wired to recognize faces, even where none exist. This is called pareidolia. And while often harmless, like seeing faces in clouds, it can become terrifying under stress, fatigue, or illness. In extreme cases, the brain starts showing you full figures or faces, especially in the dark or out of the corner of your eye. Some sufferers of sleep paralysis or dementia report seeing shadow people or full-bodied hallucinations. But what's especially creepy? These visions often look the same. Tall, dark figures with no facial features and an overwhelming sense of dread. Scientists say it's the brain misfiring. But why do so many people around the world see the same figures? Maybe it's more than just faulty wiring. Number 10. Some corpses are never claimed and used for other purposes. Every year, thousands of bodies go unclaimed. Whether from homelessness, estrangement, or identity issues, these corpses end up in mass graves, medical schools, or even forensic body farms. At body farms, scientists study decomposition under various conditions, placing corpses in fields, swamps, or shallow graves to track how they decay. Some are used to improve crime scene investigations. Others end up in anatomy labs, dissected by students. In some cultures, unclaimed bodies are cremated en masse, But there have also been horror stories. Black market body parts, improper storage, or corpses used without proper consent. These forgotten dead become tools, statistics, or even spectacles. Dying unknown doesn't always mean resting in peace. It can mean becoming part of something far more chilling.